How do we determine a realistic starting point for ad spend for like a small practice? How should they think about ROI? And I'm not necessarily looking for like a dollar figure here. How do we determine that? Like, is it based on cost per click? Is it based on cost per lead? How do we determine what a good starting point is to throw enough money at it to see is this going to work, but not so much that we're overspending or losing our shirts?
Yeah. So typically, most of the ways that we measure ads are going to come out to some multiple between the spend that you're putting in and the value you're getting out. So two common ways we can look at this. One is ROAS, or return on ad spend, is essentially the revenue that you get divided by, the dollars in ad spend. So if somebody bought a $5 product and you put up $1 in ad spend, that would be a 5x ROAS. The other way we can think of that is customer acquisition costs. So what are the number of dollars of ad spend we need to put in before that person becomes a customer? So we got 5 customers and ultimately we needed to run $10 worth of ads. That's a $2 cost per acquisition because, we got one customer for every $2. So when you think about those two things, you got to recognize that in market, most of those variables are going to trend towards, there's a lot of different factors, but they're going to trend towards, your competition and your industry averages, right? So think about it in the sense of, if you have a practice where your average customer is going to be paying you $1,000 a month, chances are most of your competitors have a fairly similar offer point. So when they're advertising to get in front of the same people, they're going to be willing to pay, more or less, based on what that point is. The amount that they're willing to pay is going to be based on that about $1,000 a month. All that to say, if you have a much more expensive service, chances are you're going to need to pay more to get each customer into that service.